Okay, so yeah, my channel was hacked. If that wasn't already obvious, I've been gone for over 2.5 weeks, probably 3 weeks by the time this video gets finished and uploaded. Maybe not, depends how fast I work. Yeah, things have been kind of crazy on my end. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get like to collect my thoughts over all this. This is not scripted, by the way. I'm just, I'm kind of like making this as I go, as you can probably tell. But you know, I want to explain exactly how this had happened because, part of it, I hate to blame myself, but part of it is definitely on me. But at the same time, like, even with that, I think this is something that could happen to basically anybody. Me, you, your favorite YouTubers, whoever, I'm going to try to explain how I got hacked and how you guys could avoid getting hacked the same way. Because, again, it's so stupid how it happened to me, but again, anybody could fall for it, anybody. Okay, so long story short, I'm a YouTuber. Duh. Obviously, what are you watching me on? Definitely not any other platform. I hope. um, so, like, what's normal with a lot of YouTubers, especially once you get to a certain size, is that we tend to get sponsorships. Now, I'm not somebody who has accepted really many sponsorships at all. I can think of maybe I did one like probably a year and a half ago. It was with a gaming energy drink brand, but they were like such a small company. I don't even think they're around anymore because it never lasted. Like, I think I did like 2 videos featuring their products, like in the links in my descriptions, and that was it. But okay, so I get an email, and it's from presumably, a company that wants to be like my sponsor. So I'm like, oh, cool. Like, this could like encourage me to make more videos over the summer, and they're saying they're going to pay a lot. And again, now I don't do YouTube purely for money reasons. I have a major passion for making videos, but at the same time, it would be really nice if I could one day make this like a full-time thing for myself instead of it just being like a side hustle, side project thing where I can't dedicate myself to it fully because on the side of this, I do work a full-time job. So it's just, my mind's going off like, oh yeah, this will open the door for more sponsors, and this can make it where this is my career, blah, blah, blah. And I read through it, and I'm not going to say the name of the company that this like hacker was spoofing just because I don't want to make this company look bad. They're a big company, and, avoiding a lawsuit would be great, to me. I don't really want to get sued by anybody who thinks I'm trying to claim something about them specifically. So, yeah, I look through this. It looks really official, everything in there. Now, again, first mistake was me not actually checking who sent the email. Like, I did not check the email domain or whatever, the email name of whoever sent this to me, which is stupid. I don't know why the hell I thought that was a good idea to not even look at that. But, that's what happened. Of course, the smart thing to do would have definitely been to, not do what I did. But okay, definitely read your whoever's sending you emails, even if it's not for like something like this, just to be careful. Like, I think looking back on it, I would have to check again, but it's like, it was something weird. Like, it was like a random generic name, and then like the actual like email thing itself was like, I don't know, some foreign thing. I don't know. I'm based in the United States, so mind me for sounding a bit ignorant, but that's just like what I remember. But I didn't do that. So, not that any of this matters because, like, obviously I did not think about checking that. Which, again, do that 100% no matter what the situation is, especially if it is in regards to something like a sponsorship or something where sensitive details might need to be sent back and forth. Just check, just for your own sake, you don't want something happening to your information or for anything that you were like logged in on to get hacked. So, we've already covered how I made the stupid decision to not check who sent this? Now, the second mistake I made, definitely one of the biggest mistakes I did, was clicking a link that they had sent in this email. The link was supposedly for a media kit that I could look through and like I could put in my videos. Now, I thought, okay, this sounds pretty realistic, and it's like marked as a PDF when you download this. Now, to me, in my mind, I'm thinking I can't like think about any viruses in a PDF file. It's an image. You can't put a virus in that. But here's the thing. I was wrong. Because it wasn't a PDF. It was not. It was a, it's a PDF something. I don't remember, but it's like basically they're using the PDF extension name as a disguise for something else. But, this leads into my third major screw up. Now, okay, in the email, it does mention that, okay, once you download this, you're going to need to download a program named WinRAR. I'm sure some of y'all have heard of it. It's, like, meant for unzipping files and all that. Now, I know what WinRAR is. Outside of doing YouTube and all that, I'm really big into emulating games and all that. So I understand that, like, some files do need to be unzipped and all that. But now, again, this is a PDF. Why am I unzipping a PDF file, an image file of anything? Why am I doing this? But that doesn't register at the time. That only registers now after this all happened. But I'm like, okay, I'll put the little password in. After putting it through WinRAR, nothing happens on my laptop. So I'm like, I put it in again. Nothing happens. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I think probably 20 minutes goes by, and I was going on to YouTube on my Xbox because I just wanted something in the background while I was working on another video. All of a sudden, it logs me out. And it's like, oh, you need to log in, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's weird. First of all, I didn't log out manually on my Xbox. Second of all, I never purposely will log out of my main account. I never do. The only account I usually would log back into, or log out, log in, whatever, consistently was my secondary account. But whatever. Now, I'm like, that's weird. So let me go to my phone. I'll just log back in, whatever. It's just technology being stupid. Oh, but that's where I was even more wrong. That's where things got even worse. So I go to log in, and it's like, oh, wrong password. Now this is kind of like a part of the mistake that I'm going to get into later, but let's just say I haven't changed this password in a long time. So I'm like, oh, wrong password. This can't be. Oh, no. So I try putting it in again. Wrong password. I put it in one more time, and I read the fine print under the password thing. And you know what it says? In red, bold letters. Your password was changed less than an hour ago. That's when, my heart drops. I feel like I'm genuinely having a heart attack. I've been hacked, haven't I? So I'm like, oh my god. What do I do? And initially, for a quick second, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe my recovery options, I can click one of these. Nope. The hacker, they had changed both phone numbers. They had two phone numbers listed. Neither of them are mine. They had a recovery email set to where it was the same email that was hacked into. So it's like, okay, if you need to recover this account, you got to get back into this account. So that would have been stupid regardless. But, they clearly were doing that just so I could not get back in. They even put, these security keys in there and everything. They had locked this thing down. So I could have no way of getting back in. Now, I am, I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling anxious about it. I'm not happy at all. But okay, you know what? I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay cool. I'm going to stay collected because, freaking out doesn't solve anything. I'm lying. I still very much freaked out. I remember, I never cried at any point about this, which I'm shocked I didn't because it was definitely, it's been a stressful summer for me because there's been a lot of family stuff going on outside of this. So I'm just like, oh, it just gets worse and worse and worse. But whatever. I'm just very anxious about the whole thing. Now, eventually, I do a bunch of searching and all that online. I go to Reddit. Don't make fun of me, y'all. Don't y'all dare make fun of me. If I see the comments, if I see one thing about me using Reddit, I'm going to find y'all. Not playing, but I'm not playing. I am playing. But no, so I go on Reddit. I go on the partnered YouTube subreddit there, and I look through there. and I'm just looking up, like, people who have been hacked. What do they do? What do they do? And there aren't, like, as many, like, posts about this as I thought there might have been, because, YouTube's a big platform, and this is specifically people who are partnered with YouTube. You'd think, I know a bunch of people get hacked. I know there are huge YouTubers that have been hacked. I think of, like, Linus Tech Tips, and, I think his name's A Plus or A Start Gaming. He's the one who does Son of a Glitch. Both of them were hacked. Linus Tech Tips got his channel fixed in a day, while the A Start guy or A Plus guy, he got fixed in like 9 days. Or Nathaniel Bandy, he was awesome. I'm sure y'all have heard of him because, if y'all watch my channel, I feel like with him being like all about like Nintendo, that's kind of adjacent. But regardless, he also got hacked. I don't remember how long he was hacked for, but I think he might have been the one that was 9 days. I don't remember. But, point being, tons of big YouTubers get hacked every day. There's got to be a lot of info about this. And again, like I said before, there wasn't really, like there kind of was, and all I could gather was, oh, don't try going to Google directly. You have to contact them through X. Now, I'm going to call it Twitter. I despise the name X. If y'all, I think I've made jokes about that here before, like on the channel, I think. I know I have in my art a few times. Like, I've made little, like, mini comics in the past about it, but I don't like Elon. I don't like none of that. I don't even like really using X, to be honest with you. Even though I do think I'm going to try pushing my page a bit more. That way, like, if something like this were to ever happen again, y'all can be, like, in contact with me. But whatever. I'm thinking, okay, so the only way to contact this multi-billion-dollar company is through, social media, basically. Okay, whatever. Now, that's fine. Now, to be clear, before I even continue, I want to actually say nothing against YouTube themselves. Like, Team YouTube, they did everything in their power to help me, I feel like, at least considering the circumstances. I don't know how everything there works, and while I can be frustrated about it taking some time to get fixed, they did it. They fixed it. They brought back my channel. They brought back what I've worked, like, probably 2-3 years to build up, alongside forming a community with you guys in it. Whatever. I do not hold any grudges against them, as they are the platform that I primarily post on. So, I'm chill with them. But what I will say is that it does kind of suck that that's like the primary way of contacting them if you actually want a response. So, back to the story, I have 2 separate, like, X accounts. I'm not going to mention one of them because it's just like a private thing for myself and a few friends of mine. Now, the first one, my main X account, I'd say, like, that reflects kind of like what my channel's about still, even though it's just for art and like shit posting. Even though I don't even use it often for that. At Team YouTube, I'm like, hey, my channel's been hacked. Can y'all fix this? This is the name of my channel. No response for like 2.5, 3 hours. Now I gotta go to work at this point. So I'm like, oh no, I need this fixed like tomorrow. So, or like yesterday, whatever the saying goes. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I will be fine. I won't be fine. I will, but I sure didn't feel like I was gonna be fine. So I go, I do my thing. I go to work. Now during my first break, I decide, let me just hop on my second account. The one that isn't connected really at all in any relation to the YouTube. I get a response from them in a matter of minutes. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Anyways, I'm like happy that they're responding. They're like, okay, we can send you this form. Like, we go to DMs and they say that, you can fill this out and we will get back with you. I'm like, okay, cool. I am making progress. This should be done in no time. A day passes. I emailed them. I'm like, hey, so is there any update on the situation? They email me back like within the same day. Oh, no. We will email you when we have an update. Now, I keep going back and forth a little bit throughout the days because like it goes to a week at this point now. So I'm still emailing them, and they're just saying the same thing. They're probably trying to tell me to shut up in the nicest way possible, probably, because I am, like, antagonizing them pretty much, for, like, where's my channel? Give me my channel now. That kind of thing. Fast forward to kind of where I am now, it was yesterday, I sent them another email. Now, this was, like, not me just pestering about the same question. This time I'm like, hey, is there a case number I can look at? because I've heard some people online have said that, when their channel was hacked, they were able to track this and see where y'all were, like, on this timeline of working on it. Now, right away, I get an email back from them, again, while I'm at work, and they're like, oh, nope, well, we do have a case number, but we still have no updates. So in my mind, I see the notification from the email, and I see what it says, and I'm like, dang, I still gotta wait. At this point, we're going on, like, 2.5 weeks. But literally within the same night, last night, I get another email back, and what is it? They're like, our internal team has confirmed that you have been hijacked. We have this link, these 2 links that you can click. If one doesn't work, use the other. Just for context, neither of them ended up working. I needed to email them back again. But that's what, I'm not going to get too much into that, because that's kind of just a bunch of mumbo jumbo that, unless you were like me, you're not going to really need to know all that. But, I get back in, and I'm like, cool. And it's a blessing, because, I even said, even if it had taken a lot longer to get this channel unlocked, I was just happy to have the Google account back, because I did not feel comfortable knowing that even if the hijacker most likely abandoned the account, I don't want them having access to my Gmail. I mean, I've had this Gmail account since like 2016, 2017, I think. You're talking almost a decade. That's a long time, and it's a lot of, like, personal information that I shouldn't have going out there. But that's where I'm going to get into where, like, what everybody should do. It's kind of a common sense thing, but clearly I didn't have that common sense. Now, again, this is an old email, Gmail, whatever. I've had this for a long time. Now, my first issue is that the original forms I had for 2-factor authentication, I didn't have the original phone number anymore. And I think I had something else on there that would not really help, because it could easily be spoofed by a hacker. So the nice thing is that, especially, like, if you don't have 2-factor set up on your phone, or for, like, any of your accounts, whether it's Google or anything else, you can easily set it up. Make sure you have that set. Now, if you're a YouTuber especially, or if you're somebody who has a lot of, like, personal information tied to your accounts, specifically here on Google, I really highly recommend getting the Authenticator app. Basically, what that does is it will require that code that is only on that app on a single device that you own, usually your phone. It should be your phone. And that's part of the 2-factor. They can't get past that. There's obvious, like, advice I can give, like, use a strong password. Because, like, I had mentioned earlier in this story, the password I had for this account, I had it probably the whole time I've had this account. It had been the same password for many, 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 many years. That was dumb on my part. Like, I should never have done that. Like, that was stupid, and it was, like, not a difficult password. All I'm going to say is that it had no numbers, and it had no special characters, because I think when I made the account, they didn't require that at that time. So, yeah, we're talking a very stupid choice on my part. Now, I've obviously got, why would I tell my whole YouTube audience what it is, but I will say I've got a much stronger password now that should be damn near impenetrable. Not that I worry about that now, because, again, 2-factor, I'm chilling. I've got to wait for it to come in the mail, but I bought this is something else you can do, too. You can get, like, a little, like, USB thing, where it's, like, its sole purpose is for authenticating your Google account, or other things, too, because you can, I think, set them up for multiple things at once, but a hacker will not be able to get past that. But, long story short, guys, don't download random links sent to you over the internet. Try to go on safe sites, and if you do download a file and you're not sure about its safety, run it through your antivirus software on your computer. Make sure to have 2-factor, I would say, on every account. Even if you're not a YouTuber, even if you just use YouTube for fun or just to watch videos, I would still recommend doing what I said, just because, you never know what a hacker wants to use your information for. Because the hacker that hacked me, since this was through my laptop, it wasn't just my Google that was affected. My Facebook account almost got hacked, but luckily I was able to avoid that, and I definitely didn't want that happening, because, I just use it for family, and, when it comes to people like my grandparents and all that, I don't need the hackers trying to hack them, whatever. The Microsoft, my Microsoft account they were trying to get into it, and it wouldn't let them, but then it locked me out, so for the time being, I couldn't access any of my Xbox games, anything like that. And I know that's a little bit cheesy, like, oh, why does the 20-something care so much about his video games? Okay, listen, y'all, listen. When you're already going crazy because, like, your main passion has been ripped from you, you want to be able to vent by doing something else. Get your mind off things. Now, that was like halfway through, I think, when this all happened. So that was only for like about a week and a half, probably, week maybe. But, I remember being so angry, and, like, just today I started playing on my Xbox again. And it is a dream, it is beautiful, it is amazing. Yeah, no, I'm just happy to be back, guys. I'm gonna try uploading a lot more. I will, before I even continue with that, I do want to say thank you to the people who did decide to, subscribe to my alt channel. It's just under the name Shady. I'm gonna probably link it in the description, and I'm gonna probably also I gotta add it to my account. Like, someone's gotta remind me, like, hey, Shady, add that alt account to your homepage on your main channel. I'm gonna do that. I don't know what I still don't really know what I'm doing with that channel. I might just use it for like really low effort videos, or I might use it for like gaming reviews. I don't know. I'm still figuring out where I want to move this channel, because this set me back a lot. Like, I had a lot of plans to upload a lot more during the summer. We're already in August, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna upload a lot this month for sure. I've got a lot of ground I need to cover. But yeah, that's basically it. I love y'all, and those have stuck around for all the years that I've been up here, and even the new people, all y'all, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Expect more videos. Stay safe on the internet. Don't do what I did. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Anyways, catch you later. If you're new to the channel, drop a like and a subscribe and a comment maybe. Peace.